Hey, what's going on YouTube? Back with another tips and tricks. Hope you guys are enjoying the thing. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. And also don't forget to follow me on twitch.tv/Venenu_. I stream every single day over there at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Depends how I'm feeling. So far, I've been doing 6 a.m. Eastern, but yeah. Yeah, let's start it off with the Merlin. I know a lot of people are interested in Merlin. It's a very intuitive character. I didn't do this with the other ones, but we're going to start off with leveling order. So it's going to be dependent on how you like to play Merlin, what your style is, with the recent buffs to the Void, not recent, I guess. The Void 1 buffs allow you to clear the wave a little bit safer and be in the same stance. And Void stance is your safest stance overall. So for me personally, I am a 1-maxer, and I'm staying in Void stance for the most part of the game. Literally almost like 80% of the game I'm going to be in Void stance unless I'm playing for fight. If you're playing in Void stance, okay, for clearing and lane and stuff like that, you're not really going to be looking for poke unless the person is giving you a 1-2 combo. So I'll go over that. So in ice stance, if you're an ice stance player, you're going to put, I don't think 3 points is needed. I don't remember. They just nerfed mages, so I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tried it personally. If you want to be the safest, it's 3 points in your ice 2, and you just want to 1 your melees. That's all you're going to do. And that's going to full clear the wave. You can't really fight with that style, so it's not, personally, in my opinion, the best. It's deemable the safest, because you can drop an ice 2 similar to the Kukulkan 3. You can drop an ice 2 and run away and go hyper farm. For me, so you would want to do 3 points in your 2. You want to put 3 points in your 2, and then max your 1. That's going to be if you're an ice stance player. If you're a Void stance player, you're going to want to max the 1, like I am here. Max the 2. Put points in the ult when you can. And then max your 3 last. So that's going to be how that's going to go. So Void 1, your Void 1 is going to be a circle that does damage. It's going to be a burst damage, and it does damage over time. As you can see, it covers a very, very big path. So this ability is going to be very, very important that you're hitting and everything like that. So Void 1, big circle. And it does dots, as you can see, up until the circle is end. The farther you throw it, the bigger it is. The shorter you throw it, the smaller it is. So you always kind of want to, if you can, you always kind of want to max range it. You're always going to try to want to just throw it, flick it and throw it type of thing. So again, for Void stance, if you're laning with Void stance, you're not really looking to fight. The only times that you can look to fight is if the person's going to give you a fight. So a lot of the time, how you can make a fight happen is if you're laning, for example, let's say the creeps are going in a straight line like right here. You can throw it on whatever side they're going to be on. So you can throw it at them over here. If they're not even there, you can 1 or 2 of the archers pull it in, and then it'll combine everything, and then you can kill all the creeps. But if you're trying to clear normally, you can 2 the creeps, pull them into a bunch, and then 1 them. And that way, they're all in a bunch and you can kill everything really fast. So a lot of the time, how I'm laning is I'll throw my 1 at the archers, so my 1's hitting the archers, and I'll throw my 2 at the melee range. And the melee will be pulled in. There's a higher odd chance that the mage I'm facing is going to take the damage from the pull, and they'll take the initial damage from the 1 and the 2 at that point. So they get a big burst damage. So that's going to be your Void stance. So if you're laning as ice stance, you press, so how you choose overall, I should explain this now. How you choose what stance you're going to be in, you're going to press your ultimate key, and you're going to choose 1, 2, or 3. If you just let your ult go through without pressing any other key, it's going to choose the next stance in the cycle. But if I want to go from Void to Ice, for example, I'm going to press 4, and then I'm going to press 3, and then I'm going to Ice. If I want to go from Ice to Fire, I'm going to go 4, and I'm going to press 2. If I want to go from Fire to Void, I'm going to press 4, and I'm going to press 1. Again, your 2 on this stance is a pull. Pulls towards the center. When you're exiting the Void stance, it is a knock back, or I guess a knock up. It's a momentum base, but 90% of the time it knocks up. It's a momentum based knock up, but yeah, it's a straight up knock up. That is your peel, your self peel thing. You want to be in this stance a lot of the time when you're gonna get engaged on, because your Void knock up is a big disrupt and turnaround ability. So if you're laning with ice stance, I mean, it's pretty simple. You put 3 points in your 2, you drop your 2, 1 the melees, and leave. That's it. That's your whole entire lane. You're not looking to fight because 2 points in your 2 on Merlin, or 3 points in your 2 on Merlin, your one damage gets enhanced if there's a slow on them. And you won them, that's going to be increased. You see it does 145 there. Once the slow wears off.
Very chill.
That did not wear off there. Okay, GG. Hello? Okay, it's bugged. Awesome.
Getting to be a bit
Right.
breezy.
Okay. How long has that been bugged for? Okay. That's a bug. Your 1 is supposed to increase damage on, your 1 is supposed to increase damage if they are slid. I just want to put that out there when you're in ice stance. That might be bugged. Anyway, so when you're 2ing and clearing, you literally just want to, yeah, chew the creeps, 1 it, and leave. That's all you want to do. And then your 2 is a slow, that just drops on the floor. If they leave it, they no longer take any damage. And then, yeah, it's a slow. If you won them, it's literally just damage. That's it. Did they change it to be an extra number? They did change it to be an extra number. Why did they add on a number? Hello? Okay, that is so troll. That's troll. Okay, yeah. So your 3 is a flicker. Very, very short flicker. Think of it as World of Warcraft mage. It's a very short flicker. Can go through walls. 90% of the walls it can't go through.
Whoa, man. Relax.
Yeah.
Ooh, what's over here?
Doesn't do anything else. It's not slowing. Like if I dash through the person here, it is not slowing them. It's literally just a flicker. That's it.
Whoa, man. Relax.
Doesn't do anything. No damage or anything. It's literally just a flicker. You just flicker through people. That's it. So yeah, and your fire stance, that is your 2 stance. So void stance is your 1, whatever your 1 key is. Your fire stance is your 2, and your ice stance is your 3. And then, yeah. So your fire stance is a fire. This is prot shred right here. I think it's flat prot shred. It's percent. Gotcha. Jesus, man. I don't look at any of these numbers. So yeah, this is a, if you're in the center, you get prot shred. I believe it stacks up 3 times. 4 times, of course it does. Why would I be right on anything here? If they're in the center of it, they get prot shred. I believe if they're just on the side of it, they get prot shred. Nope, it's only the center. This does not affect Gold Fury anymore. It does not affect Fire Giant. Does not affect anything else. If you fire 1, it's just a dot. Does not increase damage. Well, if you hit them more, it's just literally a straight line. That's a fire dot. That's literally all it is. I'll hover up the numbers there for you. Okay. So this stance is the stance that you want to avoid the most, unless you can guarantee a kill or you're trying to turn on somebody. Okay. So a lot of the time when I'm playing void stance, for example, let me wait my thing out. So if I 2, 1, flicker in, and then I fire stance center them and do that. That's gonna be your kit if you're just trying to like poke them down and all in them. When you're all inning like this, you want to be really careful and you really want to make sure that you're killing the person. A big thing that I can say is make sure that you are beadsing. Why did it go there? Hello? Make sure you're beadsing if you are gonna do that combo. 90%, 99% of the time your fire 1's gonna get interrupted. So you want a 2, 1, flicker in, go in, drop your beads, and 1, or 1 then beads, doesn't matter, whenever they're gonna be doing the CC. And that's basically it. And that's your kit there. If you're going to not want to fully commit into the person, and they're giving you a room, you can void 1 into ice stance, and then do a poke like that. As you can see, the damage is not nearly as much, but yeah. You can just stay range and stay poke range. So that will be your non-full commit, but it's going to be the one to poke them out, and then you gain an advantage that way. And then if you're starting in fire or ice stance, for example, you want to always try to get them, hit them with a 2, hit them with your 1, just kind of poke, and then for the kill, you can flicker in fire stance for the full kill. Or if you want to play poke, you can void 1, 2 from ice stance and kind of keep them in that. The void 1 does do a lot of damage, so keep them in there is going to be really important. Let's see. Anything else? I don't think there's anything else. I believe that's it, mostly. I'll go over, so if you go into your fire stance is going to be a dot with your 4. So you want to try to get this damage on. This is a big burst dam, so you want to be trying to get this on when you're 4. You're going to want to try to hit with your 4 when you're stance swapping. So if you go from fire to ice, you fire, ice. So that fire is going to be a burn, the ice is a burst, and it slows them. Go over the passive, good call. So every single time they use an ability, you see these diamonds down here? They stack up, and you have a little buff bar. So this applies all on hit effects, okay? So it's gonna apply Soul Gem, it's gonna apply E-Staff, it's gonna apply Reaver, it's gonna apply any on hit effect, it's gonna apply all of those. Just enhancing your auto, and you auto there. So that's gonna be, it does extra bonus damage on top of your auto. If you miss, it still goes away. It's literally just your next auto. You want to use this as much as you possibly can. Literally as much as you possibly can, you want to be using this. So if I have Reaver, for example, that's at 89 right there. That is my Reaver proc. If I hit him with it, that's my Reaver proc. Very important that you utilize your auto passive. That is one of the more important things. I actually completely forgot about that. Yeah, that is definitely very, very important. But yeah, big thing, do not get overhyped or anything. Try to stay in the stance that you're most comfortable in for the most part of the game, and then swap from there. So you're gonna want to try to stay in ice or void for 90% of the game. When you are sieging, or you think you're gonna get it ganked, you want to be in void stance. So this knockup right here that the void stance leaves can knock them up, and then you can turn it. So your turning stance is not going to be your fire stance. When you get engaged on your turning stance, you're going to kind of want to drop the 2 on your feet, and wherever you're going to run to, you kind of don't want to drop the 1, like your 2 here. You kind of going to want to drop it where you're running to, so you can kind of 2-1 and then go into your ice stance and then peel, and then you play inside of this, and then you flicker an ability. You kind of don't want to just flicker to get out of something. You want to flicker something that is going to hit you, if that makes sense. So yeah, flicker again, most important part of your ability. Think of it like a World of Warcraft mage. Your flicker is literally the most important thing. It's OP, but it's a very long cooldown, so using it is going to be very important. And then yeah, utilize your passive, make sure you're getting your AAs in whenever you're using an ability. If I slow him here, I want to get that in. Oh, another trick is like, for a big combo, for example, you're going to want to, like, if let's say I one here and I have my passive here, you're going to want to auto 1, so you get a big burst combo there. So you auto 1, you get a big burst combo there. Another big thing that I see, a thing that people miss. So fire 2, this is the only stance you can do it in. I found this out a long time ago, messing around. I think it was with Aurora and Cyclone in jungle practice on an SPL day, or like it was maybe playoffs or something. If you 2 auto at the same exact time, you're free from your cast time. You do not have a cast time on Merlin 2, Merlin Fire 2. This is actually really important to not get stuck in your animation. So if you 2 auto at the same exact time, you're not animation locked. So it's very important to get in the habit of doing that if you're going to be in fire stance. So the normal thing, if I 2, I still can't auto. I just auto now. So there's like a 1 to 2 point second thing of where I cannot do anything. So if you 2 auto, you're free from your animation there. So I can 2 auto and 1. By 2, I just now can 1 after spending it. So it's like a 0.5 to, it's a 0.5 second quicker that you get your 1 off, so you're not animation locked. So if I drop my 2, I just now autoed. If I drop my 2 and auto at the same time, I'm not animation locked. I can do it instantly. And I can 1 right away. There's no animation lock. I'm not animation locked. No, I haven't tried this. Actually, I've probably done this just like out of habit or something. So I just could Aegis there. That takes the full animation of my 2 to Aegis. Now if I 2 auto, I can Aegis instantly. So that's definitely very important to know. That's probably the biggest tip if you're playing in fire stance. I don't think a lot of people actually know that. But yeah, that is a very OP thing when you're trying to like, if you're getting chased, getting that off and then not being animation locked so you can kind of turn on someone. Definitely is super important. But yeah, that's it. I hope this helps. I mean, it's pretty in-depth. I didn't mean it to go this in-depth. Tips and tricks are usually supposed to be pretty fast. But yeah, thank you guys. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. And you can bees while you're in alt animation. Or, oh fuck, you can't. Wait, what? Hello? Wait, why is that the only ability in the game that you can't beads? You actually can't. It's the only ability in the game that you can't do it. What? Hello? You can pre-beads and go into your ult animation. That's troll as hell. I actually didn't know that. The more you know. There you go, I'm learning something. Thanks you, Space Ronix. Alright, but yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on twitch.tv/Venenu_, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Have a good one.